Good afternoon, Colin here with Techout, and today we are taking a look at iOS 26. This is iOS 26 release candidate, and so far, as of right now, on September 11th, Thursday, there has not been a re-release of the RC. So, as of right now, we are expected to be seeing this build on Monday the 15th when it comes out for public release. So, I want to go over iOS 26 and let you guys know my experiences with iOS 26 throughout the beta process, and answer the question that everybody always has. Should I update when it comes out? Should I wait a little bit? Are there any bugs? How's the battery life? How's the performance? All that kind of stuff. So we're going to be talking about that in today's video. First things first, I've been running iOS 26 on my iPhone 16 Pro Max since it came out in beta 1 back in June after WWDC, and it has gotten a lot better. So, of course, with the UI redesign and Liquid Glass, not only have we seen a ton of changes throughout the betas with Liquid Glass itself, from what we saw at WWDC to what we saw in Beta 1, Beta 2 and 3, really revamped Liquid Glass after some complaints of just how visible things in the UI were, and stuff like that with Beta 1. It was very, very glassy. You guys can go back to my live stream when I first installed Beta 1, or I think I even have a video of it, how this looked and how see-through it was. And it was visually appealing, but at the same time, it was not very, the visibility and seeing actual, text and icons and stuff like that, in certain aspects of the OS was just not as good as it is now. So it's not as cool looking in my opinion, but it is a lot better on the eye. So you kind of trade off the cool factor that they kind of had with it at WWDC, and had to trade that in for a little bit of better readability and visibility and just overall, functionality and stuff like that. So this is what Liquid Glass looks like now. It really hasn't changed much in the past few betas. But for example, here's a folder and you can kind of see the glass elements on there. You still do have the reflectivity when you move your device. You can see it reflecting on the different edges of like widgets and folders and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. You've got your dock down there. And then if you open up something like settings here, you can see it a lot with like search bar, stuff like that. If we go in here to music, everybody always wants me to check out the music app because it's a really good place to see it. You can also see the little liquid bubble down there if you kind of drag around on some of the elements. It does that on like switches and settings and stuff too. So it's pretty cool looking. I really like how it looks. And if you guys just watch my live stream that I did, I do plan on getting the iPhone Air. I'm going to pre-order it tomorrow morning. And I think Liquid Glass in the iPhone Air with its sleek, thin design is going to be a game changer. I think it's going to be a great combination. And just my experience having the S25 Edge for a little while, and how that felt in the hand on how incredibly thin it was. It overall, even like the thinness of the device, it was hard to describe. The thinness of the device really changed the overall OS experience as well with One UI. So I'm expecting great things from the iPhone Air with Liquid Glass on the iPhone as well. So it is stable. I haven't really had any bugs or major issues past the first few betas. They've really cleaned things up. Animations are very smooth. Things run very well. It's very responsive. I haven't had any crashes or issues with apps. Now, of course, apps have not been updated for anything iOS 26 wise yet. That won't come until the public release on Monday. So we should see a slew of app updates Monday and Tuesday likely, when developers can start actually pushing updates for iOS 26 related support. So I'm very excited to see what those are going to look like as well, and how app developers redo their third-party apps for the new Liquid Glass design. That being said, battery life has been great. Really no complaints there. Obviously, we had some complaints on beta like 1 through 3. Beta 4 was a little better, but 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and the release candidate, battery life has pretty much been improved and is what I would expect to see from a release. Here on my iPhone 16 Pro Max that is a year old now. We have 233 cycles with 100% maximum capacity still. So we're still holding on that 100% here on my 16 Pro Max. And like I said, battery life in iOS 26 is doing it just fine for me. So no issues there. I do think it's going to be pretty stable to update on Monday, right when it comes out. I don't think you guys should wait. A lot of people are excited to check it out, and I think it's going to be well worth it. So I think it's going to be a safe upgrade. I'm Colin with Techout. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, have a great day.